Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football. Well, I break down every single goal in the Premier League scored every single weekend and use my over 20 plus years of coaching experience to give you some insight so maybe you can become a better player or a better coach, or maybe you just want to learn more about the old football. Today we've been going to talk about Bournemouth against the Arsenal, and hopefully we're not going to do a million VAR decisions because they're clearly not trying to use VAR and make it really, really bad so the fans don't like it and want it kicked out of the league. How come England's the only league in the world where VAR is really, really bad? So the referees can't fix the game. Make bad decisions on the games and get scores the way they want. Yeah. Right, so here we are. We're going to pick this up, and I'm going to have to save that VAR discussion for another time because I could go on that for days. So Saka's just passed the ball back here, and this is important. So one of the biggest problems with Premier League defenders is you can see already what's happening. If you just take a look at this snapshot, everybody is watching here. You've got two players that just ran all the way down here with this little wee man, and then they're immediately focused on the ball, both of them. I was pointing out, was it in my Man City video? Because, no, big up to Man City's coaching staff, big up Man City's coaching staff, you know what I'm talking about. They actually know what they're doing. And one of the things that they teach defenders to do is something I've been harping on for years, is every time that you're looking at that ball, now you need to look and see where your player is. So you look at the player, you look at the ball. These two players right here, and well, these three are going to be guilty of not doing that. And I haven't even watched this, right? Don't even know what's going on. So let's just see what happens, and we'll play this forward. Dosh, a couple of seconds later, oh look, here we are. I can tell, you can just tell when they're bad footballers and they're not going to actually do their job properly. Now, Saka is he's ghosting in. He's just drifting in. And you'll find out why this is important in a minute. And these guys should have been checking on him. Look, this guy's not goal side. If he had just jogged, because remember they're jogging at this point. If he just ran and got goal side, they would never have scored this goal. But he doesn't even realise the danger. Arsenal are dropping a ball into the back post. Look, this guy's looking for a feet right here, which I quite like. He's coming into feet here. He's reacting to that. Decent. Okay, good job, you two. He's not quite sure what to go because he sees him go in there. And Arsenal are doing something unusual. They're dropping in a ball and seeing what happens because they don't really do that. And they don't really knock balls up to the back post and look for knockdowns and stuff. But that's what they're going for here, which is effective. And why I say it's effective is not just because it's Arsenal, is there's hundreds of ways of scoring goals. And if it's not working one way, mix it up. I can remember I was one of my first coaches, a guy from Chelsea, years and years and years and years ago. And he was looking at me and I go, yeah, something's going on. He just kept saying to me, mix it up. What do you mean? Mix it up. But, mix it up. And I couldn't understand for the life of me. And he was laughing and smiling at me. And he just kept saying, mix it up. If it's not working, mix it up. Doesn't matter what you're doing, how you're changing it sometimes. It doesn't matter how stupid your change might sound. It could just be lumping the ball up to the back post. But if you're not scoring and things are going wrong, mix it up. Knocked it to the back post here. Good little header down. But can you see how all of a sudden he's drifted into a complete different position here? Let's go back a second and watch. Look, Dom. Completely not paying attention, doesn't think he's a threat in any way, shape or form. As the knockdown comes, now he's panicking, it's all too late. And it's a terrible header into the ground, but it does the trick. Actually, I think if he headers it up, I think the keeper gets that. I actually think it's quite a good little header, even though it looks terrible as he's knocked it into the ground. I think it's well done. I think it's very well done. But again, that's because the Bournemouth defenders aren't doing their job properly. If he's tracking and look how much space he's got on him now. Right? Here. Right there. And they're just switching off for their job. I tell people this all the time. They go, what's the difference between a Premier League player and a Championship player? Well, 30 seconds. And they're like, oh, I don't understand. I know you don't. Listen, they'll in 30 seconds in the game, not all at once, at different periods. So 2 seconds here, 5 seconds there, 10 seconds there. Throughout the whole game, they'll drop their concentration for 30 seconds over periods. And that's why they let people score on them and do all these bad things. But now you can see in the Premier League it's happening more and more because these footballers are not good. We're not into a good era of quality level footballers. These aren't. So let's get on to the next goal before I keep prattling on. Oh, Shark, look, VAR are making a decision. One of the other reasons I think VAR is so bad is because the referees just stopped refereeing. If whatever happens, they'll just go, VAR will sort it out. And they're doing that subconsciously. They're not actually doing that, but that's what's going on in the back of the mind. Linesman is like, doesn't matter if it's offside or not. VAR will get it. But this is the penalty decision. Actually, I think this probably is a pen. If you look at it. takes the player. The ball doesn't change its movement, so you know he doesn't touch the ball. The ball just carries on the same trajectory, doesn't actually move in any way, shape or form. Look, dump, hits a little bit of a bump. It doesn't, just, there we go, doesn't touch it. Takes a penalty, scores 2-1. Let's go on to the next goal. Don't worry, they can give away another penalty. So here we go, we're watching the next penalty decision coming up right here. Now here's the if you take a minute and pause and you think about how Bournemouth have played this game, they've given Arsenal 2 goals. They're only 1-0 down. Only 1-0 down, and they've given Arsenal 2 free goals. You can't give Arsenal 1 free goal, let alone 2. They were actually in with a shot into this game, but they were just reckless and stupid. What I'm got to play you this because this is comical. Look, Bosch comes in. He's from behind, so he's coming in from behind. He's on the blind side, which is going to be a foul anyway. Goes to ground. Chances are there's more of a foul. Doesn't touch the ball, touches the player, so it's definitely a foul. But this is what I want to show you. This is how bad this defender is. Gets up, sorry, not defender, whoever he is, I don't know. Gets up, he starts yelling at the referee. He's like, oh yeah, but look at his, look, watch it back. That's what he's saying. His lips are saying, watch it back. Guy's put his foot on the ball, in he comes, and he's going to ground. Dosh doesn't touch the ball in any way, shape or form, clatters the player. I mean, it's a Stonewall pen, unfortunately. And the reason why it's a pen is because it's a foul. You're on the ground, you've taken the player, not the ball. You haven't touched the ball. It's just awful. Everything he's done is awful. And then he's yelling at the ref like, hey, it's not my fault, referee. I'm good at the footballs. I am. No, mate, you're not. You're on the ground. You're terrible. So let's get on to I might actually show the penalty being taken. Yay, that's a first. The reason I'm showing the penalty is because this is wee man taking it, Kai Havertz, and it's his first goal for Arsenal. So off he goes. Dobby. Everyone thinks he's going to miss. Well, I actually did. Struggles, and everyone gives him a big hug and yeah, you're my friend now because you scored for my football team. Yeah, that's what they're saying. And no, I don't support Arsenal before you ask. So let's get on to the last goal. Here we go again from a set piece. Now I've got major issues with this. Can you see how high this line is up here for Bournemouth, right? And the angle of where the ball's going to come in. I get why they're trying to do this, but they're not good enough of a football team to do that. They want to be on this 6-yard line and take that space away, because all they're going to try to do is, with the quality of Arsenal, it's like it's only certain teams you can that you want to drop deeper on. Arsenal, Man City, Man United, Liverpool, probably Tottenham as well, because the people on the ball. Oh, well, maybe not Liverpool because they don't really have because Trent's injured. They don't really have someone who can drop the ball into an area, and that's what you're really looking at. You've got quality in Odegaard here that can absolutely drop and take advantage of that space. So you don't give it to him. Because if they've got the run on you on that space, they're going to get it, they're going to score. And that's what ends up happening here. They don't understand this. They think that, but if we're playing them offside and we're giving them no space to run into. Yeah, but the person on the football can deliver into that space that you're giving them because they're quality. Take the space away from them and they can't do that. Be in the space. 2 things happen. They can't get a free run at the ball, and the ball can't just arrive for someone to run onto, if that makes sense. So if visualize it in your mind. You've got a big load of space. The ball drops into it. No one's there except for the people running in, whether they're an attacker or a defender. And that's what ends up happening here. Puts it into that space. Bosch. They attack it. Donk. Easy goal. And I would have had them set up the other way. So what they would have been doing is when that ball comes in, everyone's here running out and they can clear the ball and they can head the ball away instead of trying to head the ball towards their own bloody goal. It's terrible defending. And a lot of it is you have to play to the quality or coach to the quality of the level of player you've got. Ideally, you want to do this, but you can't do that because you don't have the quality of players. And there's the team that doesn't have the quality of players. There we go. Well, thanks very much. Give us a like and subscribe and see you next time.